Pathfinder was one of those SUVs that was actually made originally to go off-road. At one point, it used to have a frame, and it was actually a very tough kind of specialist SUV with really good four-wheel drive system aimed at enthusiasts. Now it's kind of joining the mainstream a bit more. It's still good off-road, but it's much more civilized than it used to be, and it's also considerably bigger.
This is really where customers are, asking for us to develop a vehicle, improvements in fuel economy, interior packaging, flexibility with the second row, and just overall amenities and features that customers really want today.
The old Pathfinder was rough and tumble. It found its own path through anything. Now this new car can go off-roading, but it's much more refined. And while you can't please all the people all the time, I'm thinking that the old Pathfinder customer may not be happy with the new path the company has taken.
It's funny you mention that. I mean, the customer's always been the same. It's kind of a 30-something, really active family. In the past, that was more about, the destination, the rugged off-road, rock climbing. Now it's still the young, active family, but it's more about the journey, enjoying the car and the drive, getting to the destination. We're not too concerned. I mean, the segment's definitely evolved. We think we're going where the customers are, migrating towards.
And there'll be some customers that won't want to leave the body on frame. We have a great exterior for them for that, and we're going to work hard to keep them in the family. At the same time, we haven't walked away from what a Pathfinder is. With 5,000 pounds of towing, with a four-wheel drive system that you can still lock into four-wheel drive, which is unique in the segment, we think we'll still deliver that rugged vehicle that the customers want and need.
People don't really want a rugged four-wheel drive, tree-bashing, boony crashing sort of vehicle anymore. They want something that's got some utility. They want the all-weather capability, but they don't want to be beaten up.
Very efficient, award-winning VQ35 V6 engine, 260 horsepower. That really helps in the fuel economy and the efficiency. Customers are still going to get that off-the-line power, the seamless passing. It's a great powertrain for the Pathfinder. I mean, made it to the next generation CVT and quiet cruising.
I'm not one of the guys that hates CVTs by definition, but it made that engine sound noisy. There's kind of a low thrum to it all the time. And normally the VQ V6 Nissan is one of the best V6 engines in the business. So that would bother me a little bit. But the interior is very nice, it's comfortable, rides decently, and it does get the best fuel consumption in the segment. That seems to be important to people.
The Pathfinder comes equipped with what Nissan is calling zero-gravity seats, and they've actually taken technology from NASA. There are sensors throughout each seat, and it's supposed to give you a sense of that you're actually sitting, floating on air. I don't know about that, but I will tell you this, my back and my bum are not complaining, and if they're happy, I'm happy.
You're catering to a group of people who are very particular in their taste and very specific and also very knowledgeable. Manufacturers look at all that when they're designing the cars. They have to make a decision. Are we going to try to appeal to the specialist groups, or are we going to make something more mainstream? And obviously they've gone mainstream with the Pathfinder, at least as far as I'm concerned.
It may not be the Pathfinder of the old days, but that's what the market wants. The customers are going there, and if you want some of them, you better follow.
What's the most fun you can have with your clothes on for, say, $107? I'll show you on the 2-minute test drive.
Healthcare, hockey, and poutine. Oh, Canada. More later on Kenzie's Corner.